Well, howdy everyone. We're continuing on a series about how to grow acorn squash. This squash is being grown hydroponically. I know people say that it looks like it's in soil, but it's in coco coir. And I want to show you, this is a plant that is grown in coco, treated like it is soil, and this is a plant that is grown hydroponically. The difference is, well, aside from the pot size, and this one does have roots coming out of the bottom, so I'm going to pot it up and it will grow. But the main thing, it has multiple feedings every day, small amount at a time. You know, in a pot like this small pot, you can't water it every day because it would be too wet. But hydroponics is the idea of using water to carry the nutrients and then recirculating it in this system. And coco coir is one of those things that you can use it like soil, let it dry down, and then water it again, and it'll give you soil results. But if you give it a chance and use it hydroponically, you get these results. Now, this plant has been in here for 2 weeks, and this other plant is actually a few days older than the original plant. So there's quite a difference. It's like night and day. Now on this plant, if I can get in there, you can probably see there are flowers starting to form. Right there is a flower between my fingers. There's another one down there. So this is gonna, there's a bunch of them actually. So this is going to start to flower, and it shouldn't be too long. Now, I've never grown a bush variety of this before. Normally it sends out vines that runner and they get really long. This is supposed to be bush. It's supposed to stay at 4 feet wide. We'll see. I'm pretty sure it's going to send out some runners, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with it. But I wanted to show you this because it's a good example of the difference between using hydroponics and using standard growing methods. Both these plants got light, plenty of light. The other plant has been fed a couple times a week, but this one is being fed every 3 or 4 hours. I don't remember what I have my timer set at, and then it gets a 4-minute feed, which is enough to keep the soil moist. You never want to let coco dry out if you want to use it effectively, and you never want to add just plain water to it either. So it's a different animal, but it is considered a hydroponic medium because it does not provide nutrients on its own. It has to be fertilized, and yes, you could do it by hand and just hand water it, but in this particular situation, I have drip lines. You can see a whole bunch of them here. Most of them are plugged. There's only 4 in this bucket, and they do a good job of keeping the soil moist without letting it get too wet. And you do need to drain it, and you also want to make sure you are getting some runoff after every feeding, because that keeps the salt from building up. So just a quick video. Hope everyone's doing okay. Take good care of yourselves. Happy gardening, and don't forget, stay green. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.